Okay, the last video game I talked about was way too modern for me. I need to go back to the ones from simpler times. The 90s. The 1990s was the best year in my life in my opinion. The only trends you had to worry about were ripped jeans. Just wearing them automatically made you the cool guy in town. Back when movies had better special effects and storytelling. And long before beat road idols and VTubers, there were the real pets Tamagotchi. And of course, we can't forget about the video games. Racing fancy cars in Gran Turismo, shooting monsters in Doom, skating with Virtual Tony Hawk, drinking cars with cakes in Street Fighter, exploring 2D Harold in Ocarina of Time, bullying Pac-Man. Wait, what? So, another trend in the 90s were video game mascots in 2D platforming. Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, Castlevania, even old legends like Pitfall. A forgettable mess like Pepsi, which somehow made a big return. However, Pac-Man, Namco's mascot, got his first 2D platformer in the arcades called Pac-Land. But the controls are really weird. The cabinet doesn't have a stick, instead you move Pac-Man left and right by mashing buttons. That's very impractical. And the next platformer, you don't control Pac-Man at all, you carry him by shooting things in the screen. It's basically the Explorer, except the main character can game manage you. Let's take a closer look, shall we? And the big bro in this is Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures. The plot is quite simple. Our main hero Pac-Man is tasked to do some errands for his family, such as getting milk for Pipe Baby, or go to the mountains to find a flower for Lucy's birthday. You know, video game logic. Risk your life going to the wilderness instead of buying those things in a store. As I said earlier, you don't take control of Pac-Man. Instead, you move a lock-on cursor on the screen and shoot marbles with a screenshot. You must hit stuff around to get Pac-Man's attention so he can get a certain item, go to a location, or interact with the environment. You can also hold the button and press the directional pad to point Pac-Man where to look and where to move. But there's a little trick here. Pac-Man only pays attention to the player if he's in the right mood. If he's happy or neutral, he's more cooperative. If he is sad or scared, his moves are limited. If he is angry, he'll just ignore you. So, if you want to make him more obedient, you need to give him a power pellet. Oh yeah, power pellets! I almost forgot this is a Pac-Man game. Sometimes you need to fight the ghosts that are hidden in some levels. For that, you need to give Pac-Man a power pellet so he can turn into Super Pac-Man and eat the ghost. A ghost may drop some important items, like an ID card to open a final boss layer. Yep, apparently the ghosts have a leader called the Ghost Witch Unitor. She looks like a mix between Maleficent and Mystique, but more creepy looking. In certain levels, Pac-Man must move to courses by riding a hang glider or a minecart. In other words, vehicle section. If you didn't oopsie, you have to start the course all over again. You can't exit until you reach the goal. The only alternative way is to reset the system and enter the password in the main menu. They can be a bit frustrating at first time, but at least the ones that are part of the main quest have fair difficulty. The other two optional ones are a nightmare. If you're not a completionist, it's safe to avoid them. And when you're tired of pointing and clicking, you can play the arcade of original Pac-Man. This was actually how I experienced Pac-Man for the first time. And I think that's everything about the game. It's not even that long. If you focus on the main quest, it only takes half an hour to beat it. In conclusion, Pac-Man 2 is an entertaining point-and-click game. Nowadays, everyone who's familiar with Pac-Man recognizes the card legacy and the 3D performers, and some cameos too. This one, on the other hand, is funny and memorable, but in the wrong way. Let's face it, everyone who played this as a kid spent most of the time bullying Pac-Man to making progress. Heck, there's even a commercial about it.
He's your best pal, and no matter how much you abuse him, he'll still come back for more.
But over time, players grew up respecting Pac-Man. Me too, of course. But in my own way. It may not be an impactful masterpiece back in the day, but it's still quite unique and charming. Thanks for watching and have a very nice day. And remember, look! Bye bye!